Hey, what's good, family? This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope y'all are having a blessed and wonderful day. Today is Tuesday. The weather is starting to break in a lot of parts of the country, so I hope y'all are able to enjoy it as much as possible. And in the likelihood, because we are human and we just have those moments or those days, if you're having one of those moments or days where, you just I don't know, not having a good day or not having a good moment, always remember this. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your hope, trust, and faith in Allah, and He will see you through. I can definitely bear witness to that. So, getting into the topic for this video, on Sunday, a couple days ago, Joe Biden, y'all president, did a commencement speech at Morehouse College in Atlanta. Morehouse is an all male college. It's where the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. graduated from. Great institution, HBCU. Well, it used to be a great institution. It has been compromised by white liberals, white supremacists, whatever you want to call them, who are pushing this LGBTQ plus agenda. And sadly to say, Morehouse has fallen into that trap, as have many other HBCUs. Any event, Joe Biden gave this speech. It was very shame on the administrators at Morehouse. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. They ought to issue apology letters to the graduates, to their families. That was a shameful speech. As far as I'm concerned, the speech was I'm your white superhero, and if you don't vote for me, then you're gonna die. You're gonna end up like George Floyd if you don't vote for me. Okay, riddle me this. The death of Trayvon Martin, Freddie Gray, Eric Gardner, Philando Castile, Sandra Bland. Who else was it? Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, Mike Brown, all the and many others. I'm not leaving out Terrence Crutcher, many others. Tamir Rice. Those deaths. Who did those deaths occur under? Who was the president when all these people lost their lives? Oh, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the Dylan Roof incident. Those non-parishioners at the Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston. All those deaths of those people. Who was president when that happened? Who was sitting in office when all these deaths occurred? Barack Obama. That's who. A Democrat. Black people love President Obama, former President Obama. They love him. They love Barack Obama. You say something about Obama, oh, he the first black president. Okay. Y'all said Bill Clinton was the first black president, but Obama was actually the first black, but whatever. All these deaths occurred under Obama. I just named them Freddie Gray, Mike Brown, Eric Gardner, Atiana Jefferson, Sandra Bland. All these occurred under Obama's watch. But George Floyd is the one that sticks out. Democrats love going to that playbook, the George Floyd playbook. George Floyd. They built a statue of this man. I'm not saying that what happened to George Floyd was right. It was wrong. It was flat out murder. You kneeling on someone's back, suffocating, that's just flat out murder. That was wrong. I don't care what George Floyd did in his life, if he was a drug addict, if he had um, a $20 counterfeit $20 bill. The man did not deserve to be murdered. He did not deserve to be murdered. He did not. I don't care what he did in his life. However, stop making him out to be some martyr, some like he's on the level of a Dr. King or a Malcolm X. No, this man was not. This man was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And unfortunately, he he lost his life. But he is not some martyr um, that we should honor. So let's just stop with that. Not saying he should have died, but to honor him like he's like one of our great ancestors. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, that's no, no. Stop. But that's what they like to do. That's what the Democrats love to do. They love to do this. They love to bring up our worst moments and to make them seem like they're our saviors in shining armor, like they're our superheroes. Vote for me. I'm super white man. I'm super liberal. If you don't vote for me, you're gonna vote for Trump, and you're not black. If you vote for Trump, and only I could save you, only I could save the Negro. Dun, 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 dun. Only I could save the Negro. It's like, really? And shout out to those graduates who turned their backs on Biden. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real ones. I probably would have got up and left, but no. But shame on the administration at Morehouse for allowing this man to come give a piss poor commencement speech. That commencement speech should have been done at a funeral, not at a graduation. It was not uplifting at all. Not at all. Before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. Just total, it was total waste of time. He talked about how, no one likes the black man. You're being murdered in the streets. If you don't vote for me, you're gonna end up like George Floyd and whoopty whoopty whoop. And there's a ban on books, and they're trying to write you out of history. And the black man, you can't. No one loves you. No one cares about. Who want to hear that? Who want to hear that shit at a commencement speech? Why don't you say something uplifting? Why don't you say, even though we know you're not going to mean it, but at least try to play the role. Say, hey, congratulations on graduating. You made it through these 4 years. We know it was tough, but you persevered. You made it. Kudos. Go out and make a difference in your community and in this country. Be upstanding citizens. Be great black men. Raise families. Be a shining example in your community. Make a difference in your community. Make your family proud. Start families. I mean, I would have given a better commencement speech. And I'm not a great speaker. I don't think I am. I stutter. Sometimes I say and That's because I'm trying to think of what I'm about to say next. Obama used to do it a lot. If y'all notice, when Obama used to speak, he used to say, he used to do that a lot. And he's a great speaker. But I would have gave a better commencement speech. And why do you need this old senile bag of bones to give a speech to our young black men? Why? Because he's president? I don't know. Someone like, Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Brother Nuri Muhammad, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. But they want to invite them on the college campuses. Now the HBCU, oh no, no, no. They would have gave black men hope and aspiration instead of nobody likes you. They want to kill you in the streets. If you don't vote for me, you're superhero, then you will end up like George Floyd. You got to be 10 times better, black man. It's like, come on, man. Miss me with that BS. Miss us with that. And I don't blame some of them graduates for turning their back on this old ass. I don't blame it at all. Blame them at all because it's ridiculous. I bet you, had Joe Biden gave that speech at Spelman, it would have been a whole different story. Black woman, we're proud of you. Black women, we're proud of you. You could aspire to be the next vice president like Kamala Harris. You could be like Ketanji Brown Jackson, a Supreme Court justice. You could be head of a federal agency, insert one. You could be the next Susan Rice or Yada or whomever. He wouldn't have gave them the sad gloom speech that he gave to the black male graduates at Morehouse. No, he would have been uplifting to the black woman at Spelman. I guarantee you he would have. And this is what causes the divide between the black man and the black woman. We see it on social media. We see it playing out in real time um, in our lives and just in society as a whole. This is what causes the divide. This is why there's a civil war between the black man and the black woman. Am I right or am I absolutely right? Promote doom and gloom to the black man, uplift the black woman. Not all, but far too many of our sisters, far too many of them, far too many of them play on this. You put that in their mind. Well, why should I be with a black man? You're not going to aspire to be anything. You're just going to go to prison or you're going to be dead in a few years. This white man could give me a position in corporate America. I could be the next vice president. I could be the next Supreme Court justice. I could be this. I could be that. What are you going to be? It causes a divide. It causes a divide. Pay attention now. These liberals are some crafty ass devils. Pay attention to what they're doing. I mean, it's just insanity. And our people fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. This is why they're able to get away with it. Because they would not be able to do this to any other community but ours. No other community but ours. Because we believe that these white liberals are our saviors. Not saying that the conservatives are, not saying that at all. Only black people can save black people. We are our own superheroes. We are our own saviors. No Democrat, no Republican, no independent is going to come and save us. We have to save ourselves. We know that Allah, the creator, is the ultimate savior. God is the ultimate savior. We know that. But as far as these political parties, no, we need to stop fooling ourselves. They haven't saved us before. They're not going to save us now or in the future. So we need to get that lie out of our head that electing some white man, some old senile white man, is going to save the black community. That is not the case. It's not, and it's proven. The speech was, I'm not surprised by it. It's Joe Biden. He mentioned how, you know, how he's pretty much the savior of the black community, that he's always have been this way, which survey says that's a damn lie. Because back in the 70s, this man said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said that he did not want his children going to school with black children. He did not want integration in schools. He called it a jungle. He did not want his children going to a school that's a jungle that's being integrated. I'm paraphrasing, but that's the gist of what he said. So now, 45, 50 years later, he's the savior for the black community. Why don't a lot of our people are they don't know political history. You got to look back at a person's past. You got to look back at their past, tell you a lot about them. My grandmother used to say, "A leopard never changes its spots." It's true. This man is the same racist devil he was 50 years ago. But and then you don't even have to go that far. Go back to the 1990s. The crime bill, the 1994 crime bill, which sent thousands and thousands of black men to the gulags. This devil wrote that crime bill. Not even 1979 crime bill, 1981, 87, 88, one of those years, 91 and then 94. Joe Biden was in the Senate those years, and he wrote the most racist legislation in the history of this country in those years, going back to 1979 to 1994. So the proof is there. You just got to do the research. It's not hard. We are on our phones and or by a computer every damn day. It only takes seconds to find this information. It's out there. But too many of our people are willfully ignorant and pridefully stupid. I hate to say it, but it's true. Too many of our people are willfully ignorant and proudfully stupid. It's sad. Sad state of affairs. Again, this speech was so disingenuous. It was fake. It was all the above. Pathetic, a waste of time. Shame on the administrators at Morehouse. And y'all did this at the college where Dr. King graduated from. He graduated from Morehouse. And what's even more sinister, you did it on the day of Malcolm X's birthday. Malcolm X would have been 99 years young this past Sunday. You did it at a institution where Dr. King graduated from, and on the birthday of the late great Malcolm X. You telling black men they can end up like George Floyd. You're not going to tell them how great they could be the next Dr. King. You didn't. Did you even invoke Dr. King's name in this speech? I don't think he did. We know he didn't invoke Brother Malcolm. He wouldn't dare do that. You can't. You ain't gonna tell them that they could aspire to be the next Dr. King or that they could aspire to be the next Malcolm X. No, you ain't. You wouldn't dare do that. We don't need no powerfully strong black men. We need you to be scared and weak, so you won't be the next George Floyd. I'm your superhero. Just have to pause on that. I just have to. The nerve of these devils, just the nerve. I'm not surprised, but it's just the nerve because they would not do this to any other community, but we let them get away with it. We let them get away with it. Joe Biden told black people on an all black radio station, The Breakfast Club, which is utter garbage. He told them, if you have to decide whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. Do y'all remember that? And Charlemagne the God did not check him, nor did DJ Envy or Angela Yee. I believe she was there, but DJ Envy was definitely there on an all black radio station. And I go back to this. Imagine, if you will, in 2008, had um, Senator Barack Obama went on an all white radio station and said, if you have to decide whether you're for me or John McCain, then you ain't white. Could you imagine the hell that would have came down on him if he would have said that? If he would have went on a white radio station and said, if you have to decide whether you're for me or McCain, then you ain't white, on an all white radio station, Barack Obama would have never become president of the United States. They would have ran that Negro out of the country. Him and his family. But Biden was allowed to say this, to say this foolishness on an all black radio station. And what did black people do? They voted for him hook, line, and sinker in November in record numbers. Some of my family members threw a party, baked cupcakes. I'm not making this up. When Joe Biden won the 2020 election, they baked cupcakes, had a party, cooked some food when this devil got elected. I'm sorry, selected. I am not making this up. We are a we are a sick people, mentally sick. PTSS is a serious issue in the black community. Post traumatic slave syndrome, PTSS. When is it going to end? Dr. Claude Anderson told us, he has told us time and time and time again, demand something for your vote. I wouldn't dare tell people not to vote. I don't have that right. As an American citizen, you have a right to vote. Just know what you're voting for. Stop falling for the semantics. Stop falling for the hocus pocus. Stop falling for it. Them eating fried chicken at our church after singing Negro spirituals. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. It saved a wretch like me. Ah, Jesus. Vote for the Democrats. Thank you, thank you. Now pass the fried chicken. Oh, and I have hot sauce in my purse. Hillary Clinton. Chuck some pearls. I listened to Tupac in the 80s when I blazed. Kamala Harris. I used to rock Tim's. Stop falling for that. It's pandering 101, and we still fall for it. Sad state of affairs. Sad state of affairs. What is it going to take? Dr. Claude Anderson has told us, but we have not adhered to his message. The brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam have told us for almost 100 years, but we have not listened or adhered to their message. Sad state of affairs, like I said. Shame on the administration at Morehouse. Shame. Because that commencement speech would have been better served at a funeral than at a college graduation. And shame on y'all for allowing that piss poor speech. I would have gave a better speech. Many others. I mentioned Dr. Boyce Watkins, Dr. Claude Anderson, the brothers and sisters of the Nation of Islam. Well, the brothers in the Nation of Islam. The most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Y'all don't want to invite them because they would have inspired black men to greatness, and that's a threat. But a black man being great in this country is a threat. They want us weak, buck broken, and dependent on white people. Am I right or am I absolutely right? That's a good nigger right there. But what do I know? On that note, I'm gonna hop off of here. Share this video, share it, share it, share it. Please share it. Let's have the conversation. Share it as much as possible. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Please let me know what you think. If you disagree, which is your right to do, use logic and respect, not emotion and disrespect. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Use logic and respect in our disagreement, not emotion and disrespect. Drop your comments, hit that like button, smash it down, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in. Please support my YouTube channel and my podcast. I greatly appreciate it. Our brother needs y'all support, and I can't do it without y'all. So please, please, please continue to support your brother. Brothers as well as sisters, please be safe out here. Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy now more than ever. So whether you're going to work, coming home, taking your kids to school, picking them up, running errands, whatever the case may be, please be safe out here. Beware and be aware. Oh, this is not a damn Dallas Cowboy hat. Let me just say that before I close. This is not a damn Dallas Cowboy hat. This is a hat of the Detroit Stars. The Detroit Stars were from the Negro Leagues. They were in existence from 1921 to 1955, I believe. 1921 and 1955, if I'm correct. This is Detroit Stars from the Negro Leagues, not a damn Dallas Cowboy hat. Some people have asked me, oh, is that a Dallas Cowboy hat? No. And it's damn sure not a Target hat. It's not from Target, the store. So no, no, no. Not a Dallas Cowboy hat, not a Target hat. None of them. None of them. Detroit Stars, Negro Leagues. Just want to clarify that in case some of you may be wondering. On that note, I'm gonna hop off of here. Y'all have a blessed and a wonderful day. I love y'all. Take care. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.